Hey everybody, welcome to Sylvester's Fashion Art and Tarot, and today I'm going to be doing a reading on Ralph Lauren. And everyone, please don't be bothered by my eyes. My eyes are just are a bit irritated today, so that's why you see a bit of darkness and things like that. So I just put some medicine in my eyes, so to help alleviate the irritation a bit. So anyway, that's what's going on with my eyes. However, today I'm going to do a reading on Ralph Lauren, or as what he used to be called was Ralph Lipschitz, but he changed his name. Now his brother decided to change his name to Lauren because the Lipschitz was just, it was just a name that people, high school kids or young kids would make fun of. So the brother decided to change the name because it was just hard to to deal with the what do you call it? The people making fun of the name. That was the issue. Anyway, I want to do a reading on Ralph Lauren. And what brought this on was I was watching his movie on YouTube called Very Ralph. And I was very inspired by Ralph. And me being inspired by wanting, am a fashion designer by heart. Not by experience, but I am by heart. But I'm very inspired by his story and what he achieved over the years. He has done so much, achieved so much. And seeing the Ralph Lauren brand all over the world is just absolutely amazing. It's amazing. This man started from selling neckties to Bloomingdale's, out of all people. And one of the things they wanted to do was take his name out of the ties and put their name. But Ralph wasn't having it. He didn't want to do that. But to make a long story short, they called him and said they're gonna, place an order. And what was so interesting about these neckties is that they were wide. No one was doing wide ties at the time. And he was inspired by old movies from the 30s and 40s. People like Fred Astaire, Ginger Rogers, people of that nature. Anyway, from there, he started building his brand slowly as he started to understand the business, because he started very young. He just got married to his wife. They lived in the Bronx. They had a small apartment, and they came from very humble beginnings, and but they slowly built that brand build the Ralph Lauren brand to be something special. And as you can see, Ralph Lauren is all over the world. His brand is like elegance. It's the very subtle luxury, very refined, impeccable finishings on a garment. When I say finishings, I mean the way it's sewn, and the use of fabrication. It's appropriate use for the season. So much. And this thing about Ralph, he's a visionary. He's a visionary man. He doesn't literally sew, or he didn't even go to school for fashion. He had vision, and he took a chance on it, and that vision of his just kept him going, because he had strong vision. Now, he relied on artisans to put the clothes together for him, so that way he can always sell it. And really, that's what the business is. You know, most designers in the business, they don't sit behind a sewing machine to put the collections together. Now, in the beginning, people that are starting out, some people do that, especially if they're on their own and they're doing it at home. Yeah, that's one thing. But when you have a business, you hire artisans to put those clothes together for you. All right, and that way you have a show or present them in a showroom where the buyers can come in, take a look at the clothes, and they place their orders. And then they take to a manufacturer where they can have the clothes produced, and they send them to the stores at the appropriate dates that they need to be there. And then the stores will get them and put them on the floor, on the sales floor. So, anyway, I was very inspired by the movie, very Ralph. And I encourage anyone to see it. It's on YouTube. I will put a link to the movie below, so that way you guys can check it out. Anyway, what I want to do is a reading on Ralph. And I'm going to start here, okay? Dear Spirit, tell me what's around Ralph Lauren now as we speak. What's around Ralph Lauren right now, this moment, this second? What is it, his heart, his mind, his spirit? What's his future, his past? Tell me any and all things you would like to share about Ralph Lauren. Share with me about Ralph Lauren's spirit. Connect me to his spirit guides, his ancestors. Allow me, share with me what you would like for me to know. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Talk to me about Ralph Lauren, Spirit. Ralph Lauren. What is around Ralph Lauren right now as we speak? Oh. Tell me about Ralph Lauren. Tell me about Ralph Lauren. What is around Ralph Lauren as we speak, Spirit? What is going on around? What is going on with Ralph Lauren? What is he standing on? Okay. Okay. What represents his past? Tell me what is around Ralph Lauren. What is around Ralph Lauren, Spirit? What is it, his mind? What is it, his environment? What is it, his hopes and fears? What is his outcome? To me. Okay. I have a few cards out now. All right. First card I get is the Emperor, and this represents him as the leader, the creator, the starter of his brand, the starter of his new journey in life, a brave man with impeccable vision, a man who is very sure of himself at times, a man who takes chances, very brave. Man, he's just a leader. And he's not afraid to take chances. He goes with his gut, and he forges and really conquer his goals. All right. So this is representing him as a person. All right. Now the situation, which I was surprised to see, is the Five of Cups, and I'm getting this. This is a mourning card. Very mourning, very sad, very depressed. Has a lot of negative energy around it. So he might be feeling very depressed at the moment. This is representing a situation with him. So he may be having a moment of depression, or feeling lack of something, feeling out through his achievements. He has moments where he gets down, where he feels low. I'm starting to think he may be a little depressed, or maybe have depressed issues, or maybe he's on medication to help with his moods. Maybe have swinging moods of some sort. I guess he's just getting used to a whole new way of life now as he gets older. Probably going through medical issues. Just feeling very unsure about things. Yeah, so right now he's feeling like he's down. Yeah, just feeling down at the moment. Now, what he's standing on is judgment. And this judgment card is representing a whole new life. It's like gone with the past and in with the future, a whole new change of direction in your path. So I think, I hate to say it, but I think he's contemplating death, possibly. I didn't want to say that. Well, I don't want to say it that way, but I think he's, based on this sad card, representing his situation, and this being what he's standing on right now, I think he's just fearing the unknown in terms of his departure from the world. So this is like he's leaving. It's like he's anticipating his departure from the world. I think that's the best way I can say that. So it's like he's being called to go back home. That's what I'm feeling here. All right. In his past, represented by the Page of Pentacles, I feel success. I feel money flow easily and frequently to him. I feel like the doors are open to him. Everything aligned for him beautifully, for him to reach his goal. All right, and although he put in the work and the time, and he also built it with his connection with people, and and him being a very he's a good looking man, being when he was young, he's a very good looking man. And also sometimes people who are attractive have a tendency to attract people around them for some reason. And with him being an attractive man, I get that people helped him along. Yeah, people helped him along, helped him to move along. And this also helped to facilitate his business, his connection with people. He had a very charismatic attitude. People liked him. He's confident, assured, go-getter attitude, and his goal was to become very successful. He didn't know exactly how he was going to get there, but he built it step by step by step. He learned as he went. That's what I get here, representing his past. Right? Now, what crowns him right now is the Knight of Cups. So with this Cups, it deals with emotions, it deals with creativity. What's the word? Creative emotions. It deals with relationships, connection with people, offers through people. Actually, the term would be love relationships, but I would say good connections with people that brought in offers, if that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, he had a way of building his empire slowly through his relationships. All right, and through those relationships, he built companions, good, friendly people that championed him, which allowed him to grow and mature, and be this knight that's on this horse. Yeah, because people have a lot of admiration for him. It built over the years. People just look up to him. They learn from him. They're very captivated by him. Like, who is this guy coming up with all these ideas and actually making huge profit. And he had very strong design aesthetic, which stood out from the rest of designers that were out there. He had a very strong brand identity that people can identify with. All right. So that's what I'm getting here. Now, I'm surprised to see this, but this is representing his future, which is the Five of Pentacles. So he might be feeling left out in the cold. He might be feeling very depressed, disconnected, isolated, not seeking any salvation whatsoever. I just feel like he's just alone. And also, earlier in the reading, with the Five of Cups being his situation, he's feeling depressed here. So it's really reiterated here as his future card that he's really feeling depressed, or he's just in a mood. Maybe that's the right word, mood. And I think this might be health related. You know, I don't know everything about what's going on with him in terms of his health. I mean, I could tell he's getting older, so maybe, you know, there may be some health issues that he's dealing with that's making him feel very detached and apart from everything. It's like feeling like he doesn't want to go any further. It's like, I just want to stop. But yet he has a young mind, but his body is like holding him up. Like he wants to do more, but it's like, I need to stop. That kind of feeling. Right. That's what I'm feeling here for representing his future. Okay. The Tower. Now this card is representing what's in his mind. All right. Change. Drastic change. Inevitable change. And I don't want to say this, but how do other psychics say it? Unalive. Unalive. You may be feeling like he may be moving on to being unalive. I think I said that right. Yeah. And it's an inevitable change, so it may be scary for him. It may be feeling very scary. So I see why he's feeling, you know, kind of left out in the cold and isolated a bit here, representing his future, and then feeling very depressed, and sad, and lonely here in his situation. And then what he's standing on is another change, like he's being called. All right. So, and this being in his mind, it's like he can't fight this. So it might be bothering him a bit. It might be bothering him a bit. Because this is something that's inevitable. This is something that we all have to face. I mean, it is what it is. So it's like, make preparations. And this is something we all have to deal with. So we try to make the best of our lives. At least try to the best way we can. So this is what I get for this card. In his environment, it's represented by the Ten of Pentacles. I get the joy of family. I get the joy of success. I get the joy of connecting with his family and friends. It's like he has his strong, happy moments. You know, he's a grandfather. He's a father. He's a husband. He's a brother. You know, so it's like he's enjoying his moments in his environment. It's like, I hate to say it's like it's almost as though he's putting on a face, a happy face. He's like, when he's in front of people, it's like he's having a good time, enjoying himself. But then when he gets by himself, it's like this mood comes up, you know. So it's like he puts on the front. But however, in his environment, he really truly enjoys his family. He loves his family. He's connected with them. His family is his wealth, his success, his joy. And this also represents family inheritance, family traditions, material wealth. I think the business is going to fall to his kids. And I think as transitions happen, it's like I feel like the business is going to fall to his kids, if they decide to run it. But I have a feeling they're going to fall to, if not all, but maybe one of them to run it. That's what I feel here with this card. Now, in his hopes and fears, I get the King of Wands. And what's popping in my head is like he's looking for someone to take leadership. And I think this may be one of his sons. Because I know he has 2 sons and 1 daughter. And I think this is I think this might be his eldest son. All right. It's like he's looking for someone to take leadership, to take over, so he can make preparations to move on. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling here. It's like somebody's got to take his throne. All right. And whatever he has to do, well, it's like he has to train them, prepare them. And I have a feeling this is his oldest son. All right. So definitely looking for someone to take leadership, take charge, to run the business. Yeah. So I wonder if his oldest son has a very fiery energy about him. Yeah. Whatever his son's name is, I don't know what his kids' names are. Not off the top of my head right now. But right now, whoever this person is, they have a very charismatic attitude. They have we call it, they can assess everything. They pick up quickly. They get it. And plus, being in the business, plus being trained by his father, he has a strong grasp of the business and how to run it. All right, that's what I get here. That's what I'm feeling here. So definitely, Ralph is thinking of someone to run the business, and that being his eldest son. Now, this last card is interesting. All right. It is represented by the 3 of Swords. All right. And with this card is like a necessary change. It's like necessary change. It's like I'm feeling like it's time to go, but I don't want to go. It's like it's like he's having a hard time leaving. He don't want to leave. He wants to enjoy life more. Life been so good. It's like I'm getting flashes in my head. Sorry if I pause. It's like I'm getting flashes in my head of like, I see his wife, a strong love for his wife. He loves his wife so much. It's like he loves her. It's like my heart is feeling like a, but it's not a bad pat. It's like you just feel all this love, this passion is all there. It's pity pat. Just so in love. After all these years, that man loves his wife. They have a very very loving relationship. But I'm feeling like it's like this heartbreak is like, damn, I don't want to go. I really don't want to go. He's I don't see the kids so much. I just feel like this strong love for his wife. The kids are going to be fine. They're fine with their families and what they're doing. He's not worried about them. Yeah, I just see his wife. That's what I'm seeing. I wonder if she's going to be okay. But he's like, I don't want to go. But the love is so strong. The love is so good. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling here. Honestly, I didn't know I was going to give that kind of reading. I just happened to be watching Ralph Lauren, Very Ralph, and I thought it'd be great to do a reading on him. I do have other readings that I have coming up soon, so I have to get those out as soon as I can. However, I didn't expect that, and part of me is thinking, I don't want this to come true. I really don't. That's just, it's like, that's just not something. Those kind of readings right there are kind of like, I don't know. But I'm just going by what I feel from the cards. That's it. I'm just going by what I feel from the cards and what is being transmitted in my head as I go through those cards. So I hope you guys that come across this video understand that. Okay. So to do a quick little summary, it's like starting with the Emperor. He's a man, a leader in charge. He started his legacy through his trials and tribulations, and he triumphed. He built good relationships with people, good, loving, caring relationships, which catapulted his career. But through all that through those achievements, he's done very well. But now at the stage of his life, he's feeling isolated, feeling alone. He's feeling, I don't want to go. I'm feeling like this change is inevitable. It's something he has to face. He has to deal with it. It is what it is. And he's trying to make the best of it the best way he can. Yeah. And through this transitioning, he's really thinking about his wife and the love that he has for her. Yeah. All right. If you made it this far in the video, thank you. I also like to plug my Etsy shop, Sylvester's Fashion Art. It's on Etsy, and please feel free to check it out. I have a lot of new things in there. I added a few things, so please feel free to look it out. The link to the shop would be below, so you can link to it that way. Okay. What else? please stay tuned for more videos and more readings. Okay? And if you'd like to contact me for a reading, that information will be below as well. Okay? And thank you. And bye for now.